died these bastards years ago. It's a long time.
You know that Lloyd is up there.
I actually live in Seaford. I live in Seaford, but I live where these buses used to run.
Well, this is a red bag. I guess we're going to go to Seaford now.
Yep. You got Seaford up on the desk though.
I got them. I just, you never say. But I had to make this 030. Yeah. And when I got back here, just had balanced out about right. You know, I'm the big time, right?
Oh yeah. Which one was that one?
The 670 Ventura, so back to Ringwood.
Yeah.
It was school time. It was school time.
And you would have copped the ones just at Melba there?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And all of them made it through, every one of them.
Yeah. Of course they did. Sometimes when they annoy me, I just don't open the back door. To make them all come in the front.
Yeah, it was, they're pretty well behaved. It was just absolutely, it was absolutely packed. I think it might have been, I think actually I bought the previous one running a little bit low. But anyhow,
Yeah. But sometimes that is a significant factor. If you all just run that little bit late, all of a sudden you're going to get stuff that you're not meant to get. Yeah, I had to go to take yesterday. The filament, what, printer? It was all knotty up and then going.
that's a good spot there. They're well manned well.
And basically this has been printed
Was this your running
Yep.
3D printer?
Yep. So this is actually done clear. And it's so brittle it actually broke there. But this is my pilot model of the Volgren Mercedes-Benz that Ryan's had. So while I was off with my foot, I had my foot up and on the computer and knotting all of that.
No, that's where that's I'm saying train that's done.
Yep. So that's that one. So recognisable for a Volgren.
Yeah, no, it does.
Yep.
Brad.
I got half a dozen of those.
Huh?
I bought half a dozen of them
Yeah.
because I thought they might run out of stock real quick. So then I bought half a dozen, so that means I could sell some others on eBay.
Well, you know they're like $35.
What's that?
They're $35 at the train hobby thing.
Oh, you're
right.
cheating, man.
Well, guess what? They got a whole pallet of them.
Yeah.
This is my stuff here, direct to the airport.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks pretty good too.
Now that's the elbow. I've done up in the 291 of Dyson. You'd recognise that, wouldn't you?
That's pretty good. What do you paint them yourself? What do you
Oh yeah. No, I painted myself the decal and do the windows the lot.
And then what just made to order, are they?
No, these ones are ones that I've done, and I had them for sale last weekend. So these are on eBay at the moment. There's the magic bus. As I said, there's the photo of it. These ones are $100. Because there's minimum 4 hours work in them. See like the magic there? I've downloaded the magic, shrunk it down, printed it on actual decal paper, then meticulously cut it all out and then got it on.
So how do they, is that the actual material? What's the actual material?
Okay, this is PLA plastic. Yeah,
So that comes out of the printer, doesn't it?
that is correct, yeah.
Tell me what you're talking stuff like that. I mean, now I've seen a lot of railway wearing the same sort of thing.
Here it is. That's on the printer. That's before I painted it, as you see. Up in the bag there, I'm selling Turbo-Mate feed oil.
Right.
What happened is the coil started playing up and got knotted and missed a whole layer. So it must have been considered that. So I said to him, "Do you want this for so much?" He went, so I sold it.
So what sort of money does a 3D printer cost?
Well, depends on what you get, but you're looking at starting right there. There's some to buy 300, but then
You know, the first printers I got 1990 was about 1,700 bucks. Right, so now it was a bubble here. So you can buy the same thing now for about 80 bucks.
yeah. I work on a printer at home.
My scan, I had a scanner. No, I don't. Never really did. My computer was running up about 6 months ago. I got the man out in May. I had 3 dollars. I don't know how much going. And diagnosed a short circuit. And the short circuit actually in the scanner straight across the system. So he said just get rid of the scanner. Yeah, so now I took it up to the board.
Yeah.
I've been sick. I hardly ever use it. I don't need it. You know, I've now got a print that does everything. It's amazing. You know, colour. You know, use something that's sitting there. Use colour.
It depends on what they use and what setting.
I was looking at it like the whole place that I use for I just print like one. So you expect anybody at Fox Hill?
Unsure, but there should be about this amount of just to come on. So, yes, how many on? 5 of these. I've had 4. I've picked up my rest of the 10.
It's down too fast.
Yep.
There's a bull.
Yeah, we're not fast enough.
When you do the crimes, when you issue tickets and all that, when you're on these,
Yeah.
these were sort of semi-cash, wasn't it? The next ticket machine, I took the man about 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
50K.
Yeah. No, I think you probably do about 40 miles at the maximum. Well, it's only a 4-speed, this one. 5-speed, you'd be able to do plenty more, but
It's not, I don't come to any of these things where I decide to come to these. A few times I've been out to depots, which I've been 50 years ago, right, so always very, very
I've actually never been to Ireland yet.
I just found on Friday today, just this morning, taken exactly 53 years ago today, out the old depot.
Wow.
And I looked up at Google, and you can sort of look at the outside of the shops, you can still see the driveways, and the driveways still there. So, really,
Yeah, well, the reason why I forced myself to do that is because the boss was talking about Lucas. Have you heard of Lucas Martin? The driver. No, Lucas, the driver. No. Well, he said he showed his boss coming on watches, and the boss was talking to him. That's like, okay, I'm definitely going. And then, of course, the next day, Leeds started playing, and I go, look at Leeds.
So everything's a little bit irregular.
Don't know it, but it wasn't an accident, it's just getting old age.
You're a captain.
Well, I've had a Yeah. Well, I was starting to really worry. Well, I had the new bus on Monday, and I went, oh yeah, this is good. Then it started hating it, and it was alright. Then Tuesday, it just got worse. Especially when I wandered around the shop, I was walking Ventura on the phone. I just went, started to kill me. Rang up the doctor and, oh, that's not the way it used to be. Yeah. So, don't be good to this configuration. Most of it breakfast sets. Certainly before my era, so I'm not sure. And when I used to go riding the routes, because they all went to some odd place, you didn't get the dark state recording church, so went up to some street, and went to try, we could tell them the driver, you just want to go to the right, never would get it out, just right, that's the one thing where the ticket system there, and the fact that most routes now go, like, other churches like that, there's not many now that just currently, there's not many that actually just go to, the station now, so, yeah, looks like it's a pretty decent day. Yeah, well, hopefully, the weather burst, it's going to be wrong again. It's going to be nice.
Well, this is the time of the year we get the weather, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's lovely.
Brad, did you ever get one of these? The key yard, Ventura on?
Yeah, I think I got one of those lanyards around.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's meant to be with my card, but of course the top of the card thing snaps and then...
Have you got the Invicta one?
What's that?
The Invicta key yard.
Don't know, I got the Grendel one, I know.
I got the Invicta Grenda Ventura one at home, and I got a different Ventura one which needs. You work at Invicta and you don't even have one, and I do.
Because technically it wasn't Invicta, it was Grendel.
Then why did it have Invicta?
Because it's like right now, my payslip says Invicta.
What?
My payslip says Invicta.
Oh.
It's still working correctly. Yeah. It's how it's all financially done.
Oh.
As long as we get paid, mate, it's the same thing.
Yeah. Some of the stuff I've been working on and I'm going to work on. See, I need some Volvo, and that never happened. That's for savings. Oh, okay. But instead of that, they then did that Mark 1. Much better.
You trained in all the shows, just some
My very first class I don't have here was the Mark 6. I measured my one in the block. You know, so I looked on my slip in front of me. I went up there one long weekend and got a tape measure out and I measured the whole length. You know, in between the wheels here, every window, every slider window, every measurement. And then I got onto the computer and I just went, well, I'm just going to try and learn this. Because I thought that the Mark 6 was one of the things, yes, but if you look at it, it's the box, really box. Yeah, they've got random corners. And the only thing is that with the SO got an angle on, that's the reason of random boxes. Yeah. So I thought, look, they've got the least amount of bits and pieces sticking out. If I can conquer this, then step up to the next one. Yeah. That's how I did it. Because you know how much the Mark 1, I left the Mark 6 on the screen, I made a copy of it, and then started editing it to match the measurements for the Mark 1.
So if you really want to voice yourself, you can make something like brilliant buses.
I did actually, I made myself, I called it the Bev Bolt battery electric vehicle.
the photos travel 10 meters in. So, yeah. So what's Pecky doing with all those buses? They just going to fall down around here, are they?
Well, they're built to be,
Right.
but you know, it's not easy with Zane on the pension, and to try and keep up with stuff because he's 83 years old. It's just not easy.
Well, it's the same with the guy in Origo.
See, like he's not going to be happy with the tow of one of my buses he's leaving. I sold 259 yesterday.
That's exactly what he means.
The one with all the forward-facing seats and half Mark II spec. Yeah. So I got that with the other two blue ones. But
Look, it is just a, like I remember exactly what, yeah.
oh, there it is. That's my Bev bolt.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's it.
The little battery electric thing I designed. See, so there's my battery cells on the roof, Desto, the tail lights, bit of a grill. And then I even made this, you know how the other ones have that little black thing at the top there? I even put a couple of slits in it, sort of thing, so air can go through. That's just like a design that for the sake of it. Yep, there you go. There's my little slits. And that's the aircon pod. So the aircon's in there, like the real one, and then you've got the battery packs. It's for a bit of fun. Oh, and there's an L actually big nose. A wrap around that bus. See, it's one of those trends that Australian magazines and stuff. Someone had photographed of a bus with a wrap around that. And I've never been able to see it since. That was a mission job. Someone actually ordered me to print that. And you see I've even got the red seats inside. What change of graphics?
Yes. That's why we're starting off. Now he started off just this, self-taught.
Yeah.
He's figured out all because he's really good at what we talk.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for 30 years or more. But he started off, I hadn't even met him much when I was ready to do when he was starting.
Yeah.
And he started off much the same way, yeah. But he's probably got a bigger market.
Yeah.
Really good.
And so this isn't even finished, no windows. That's sold last weekend.
Oh, okay.
That's sold. People were that desperate after this sort of stuff that they bought them unfinished. This was okay.
Was that general public people or was that enthusiasts?
Bus enthusiasts / general public. I just don't know who was who.
Like, money talks the same language.
A lot of kids, they wanted. So I take photos of everyone. Yeah. I got a lot of interest in Jurassic Park.
Is that a real one?
Yeah. All of my all over ad buses, except for one, are real. And the funny thing is, this bus, that sold on Saturday night before the show. So I said to him, you don't mind if I make a new one, do you? I sold it again at the show. No, I was surprised with the amount of money that was in my pocket because I didn't know how much.
Keep showing the streets.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, I might get it. The one thing I wouldn't mind if I belonged to you, about trolley bus, right?
Well, all I'm saying is if there's anything you're after, you can see what I need.
I understand.
No, we can understand. You know what I need? I need exchange, which for me, I'm glad I can drive it is bit, but this is tight and very heavy going. Now the reason why it really pushed me to do it, because you know, there's I've got over 200 matchbox buses.
Oh, yes.
And I painted them up into the matte colours.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's the only way I could do it, because no one was modelling them. I even contacted that guy, as you said, in Canberra and went, look, I would really like to paint these. And then a guy at work started doing his 3D printers.
Yeah, the 3D, yeah, well, I've seen it.
And I said to him about it and decided, you could do that sort of thing. And then he offered me a printer at the right price, and I thought, oh yeah.
What's the material that you put into it? Is it like a liquid?
Okay, it comes on a spool, right? Have you seen electrical cable on a spool? You know, like a bone?
Yes.
It's very similar to that, but it's just a, what is it, 1.75 mil, right? And it's just a big spool of it. And it sucks it in, it melts it in your head, and then it bottles it in. As far as how it bottles it, no, I can't. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, you get some some of the buses come.
Walking down the bus ramp.
Secondary price of example. Yeah. A full-seated boat. Go to Sunday. On Sunday. I'm the only English person on it. Oh yeah. But that's fair enough. But they all pay their fees. Oh yeah. Yeah. 735 particularly. 736 is a bad idea. Coming into here, 735.
I don't know where the 612 bus stop is, but if you see all the people you know.
Right around the whole thing. It's almost all the way around.
Okay.
Okay, that corner that you didn't see, where you haven't been yet, it's there. So it is bay 7. So you go along this whole long thing, then you do a left, and it's the very end bay.
When you've done your left.
When you've done your left, it's the second bay right by this next corner.
I've been here heaps of times, but I know, you know where the 612 was.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Ah,
Yeah.
the bus that I was on the most useless route the other day.
Okay, so you can see the numbers, it's bay 7. Yeah. Yep, there you go. We got all of
One person.
no, there might be 2 because there might have been one taking photos.